Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Thursday. It is Thursday, March the 19th. Right now the time is 11:23 a.m. So I guess angel number 123 could be very significant. I mean, you could still look at 1123 as an angel number, but just 123 in general, or 321 or 213, you know, that kind of stuff that could resonate for some of you as well. So I am going to be doing some career messages like life path number and all that stuff, to see what you guys might need to know. I did do this yesterday, kind of switching it up from how I normally do it. So let's see what messages you need to know when it comes to this energy. All right, guys. So Spirit, Collective, let's see what you guys need to know from the universe. All right. Also, when it comes to the divine, what messages do you have for the collective? Okay. What do you think they need to know? What could they be thinking when it comes to their life path? And who does this resonate with that needs clarity at this time? Okay. So let's see. Oh, okay. So we have life path number 11, which is a visionary, and also life path number 44. So I did see life path number 44 yesterday. Some of you guys are master healers as well and visionaries as well. So take what resonates with that. I mean, obviously you're not both life path numbers, but this could resonate for, you know, people who have this path number, or you could just be seeing these angel numbers too, like angel number 1111, or just angel number 444, okay, or 1144, or like I said, 1414, right? So we also have life path number 2, which is the diplomat, and then we also have life path number 8, okay? So let's see what else we can find out. All right, I'm just gonna put these up here a little bit more just to make some space. Okay, so let's go here now and see when it comes to the house placements, how does that resonate for some of you? So we have the trines, okay? So this could be luck and purpose for some of you. Maybe you guys are seeing something when it comes to 1st, 5th, 9th, and also certain house placements that you have. But these 3 house placements are very significant. I did mention something about a water trine and also fire trines, earth sign trines, air trines, and things like that. But I did mention previously in one of my messages that I do feel like for some reason water and fire trines are very significant, like, and heavy the most in this energy. But this could be for those who are visionaries. Now this could be where you guys are finding luck and purpose, or maybe you guys are wanting to find what your luck and purpose is when it comes to like you seeing what's happening in your future, right? And what path you're supposed to take and how you're supposed to move forward is also, you know, very significant. So let's see what else you need to know. What else? So universe, spirit, and divine, what else do you have for the collective at this time when it comes to their career, life path, and whatever angel numbers that you have for them? What else do they need to know at this time? Thank you. So 2nd house versus 8th house, okay? So there's something about your stuff versus our stuff. This is your personal money and values and what you feel and how you know, show up and what you think. And then there's also shared resources and inheritance. So this could be also money, but it doesn't have to be. This could be about energy, time, frequency, that kind of stuff. Also when it comes to helping around, you know, your community or helping around other people, that could be significant. Sharing a lot of knowledge and wisdom is also resources too, because resources doesn't necessarily have to mean just, you know, material gain like money, right? It could also mean that you guys may have certain gifts and talents that, you know, people should be paying for. basically, right? So, you know, take what resonates with that, but maybe you still help people regardless of, you know, what you feel. So yeah, 5th house, 11th house, this is about personal joy versus group goals. So this is about your creativity, the fun that you have, and then also your community and the networks that you deal with, right? So take what resonates with that. Some of you guys are, you know, going through certain aspects, right? When it comes to what you desire, what you want, when it comes to group goals and, you know, visions and seeing things coming together too could be very significant, okay? So take what resonates with that, okay? We also have the last card here, which is 6th house versus 12th house. So this is your physical and, you know, spiritual health, right? So this talks about, for some of you guys too, like I said, when it comes to like your physical being, your well-being mentally versus like your spiritual health, this is like your daily routines, whether this is like your work, your job, okay, or your subconscious dreams, right? Like whatever it is that you guys want. So there's something about what you do in your day-to-day routines or what you do at work versus what you do spiritually, okay, when it comes to like the unseen or seen. So there's something about you having balance. Now, some of you guys, when it comes to your physical and, you know, spiritual, there's something about combining the two, which gives me like angel number 18, that type of energy with karmic balance and also material and spiritual alignment. That's the energy that I'm getting, like you being able to be spiritually and materially aligned physically and, you know, spiritually, whether this is like in your day-to-day life. So there's something about maybe your daily routines in your job, what you do, and that being connected to your fulfillment. Okay, so this could be different for everybody, but that's the energy that I am picking up on. So let me see what else shows up. Let's see. Okay, we have lemongrass. Okay, you guys could be cleansing at this time. So there is something about the water trine that could be significant for somebody, okay? And I don't think a lot of people have that. So that could be very specific for somebody in the collective. But anyways, lemongrass could be very significant when it comes to your health and wellness. Maybe you guys are using certain herbs, like I said, to release and cleanse your energy. We also have oregano, so that talks about strength. Okay, so some of you guys could be incorporating oregano in your food, okay, your routine, okay, maybe the oil, oregano oil is significant too. So take what resonates with that. So let's see. Okay, sage is very significant too when it comes to wisdom. Now, sage is not only the way that you burn it either. This could also be sage that, you know, that you buy at the grocery store. And you could be using that to like dry it up and, you know, use it for other purposes, whether you use it to burn it, to dry it up and use for cooking or whatever it is that you use it for, right? Everybody has different ways of using certain herbs and remedies, but there's something about still collectively being together in a sense of, even if we are using like different herbs and remedies, there's something about also being connected, like in that sense, right? So you know how like certain cultures use similar things, like for example, you know, spices, right? Like cardamom. Not everybody uses cardamom, but when you realize that other people do use it in their cooking and they're from a different culture, it's a connection because you guys are connecting based on food and, you know, spices and herbs and things like that. You realize that you're actually more similar than you think, right? So that could be significant too when it comes to wisdom. Okay, we have vanilla when it comes to comfort. Somebody may like the smell of vanilla, or you may use vanilla a lot. Okay, for some of you that resonate with that message too. So there's something about vanilla. Maybe you are very comforting, or you bring comfort, or there's something about you stepping out of your comfort, or even if you are in an energy where you are in comfort, there's something about you being that person for other people too. Okay, so let's see what else shows up. Okay, we have indigo. So there's about spirituality and deceit. So there's something about indigo, the color, when it comes to crown chakra energy. Some of you guys may know this when it comes to crown chakra energy. You guys could be wearing this color more when it comes to your spirituality and seeing through a lot of deceit. Okay, this could be people, places, and things, like I said. So this could be illusions, seeing through the illusions when it comes to your luck and purpose. Orange brown, this is self-indulgence. So sloth energy, laziness, immorality, provisions. There's something about ignorance as well. Something to do with this color when it comes to people's energies too. When it comes to like my stuff and our stuff, there's something about your energy when it comes to somebody maybe thinking that you could be in this energy, or even if you feel like you do feel kind of tired and like bogged out, this color could resonate for some of you guys. Maybe you guys could be incorporating orange brown in your day-to-day routine, but there could be something about someone's energy thinking you're like this, but really you're a master healer. Okay, you're actually a master healer for some of you guys. Yeah, it says mustard, difficulty in rationalizing, or there's something about jealousy. Okay, so there's something about your wisdom when it comes to this. Either the color mustard is significant, like you guys may be using this color to ward off certain energies, or there's something about, you know, you could be someone who has a lot of wisdom, but you could be having a difficulty when it comes to dealing with people being able to rationalize. Okay, when it comes to your energy, there's something about jealousy too that could be very significant. Some of you guys could be trying to protect your energy from, you know, evil eye or things like that. So yeah, take what resonates for some of you guys. Again, like I said, you guys could be healers. You guys could be focusing on your goals, your dreams, whether this is school, work, okay, creativity, whatever it is. And you could be around people in this energy where, you know, while you're using your wisdom to guide you, you guys could be very significant when it comes to picking up on sensitivity of other people's energies, and that could resonate too. We have deep red. This is about unconscious beauty. So some of you guys have like a very unconscious beauty about you, right? This could be internally or outward, right? But there is something about broader perception and also inner peace, spiritual healing as well. Sapphire blue. I mean, even if you don't resonate with that color, that's significant. But yeah, there's something about the energy too where you could be somebody who, like I said, when it comes to your cleansing, your strength, your wisdom and comfort, this is what you're bringing into your own, you know, divine energy. And when it comes to like protecting your energy and blocking out certain people, places, and things, one of my messages that I did before this one, I saw something about you guys when it comes to buying more sage or buying more crystals and protecting your energy. So these colors or crystals could be very significant for some of you when it comes to your energy and protecting that, okay? Now, not everybody believes in that. Maybe some of you guys would prefer to, you know, meditate or pray, but for some of you guys who are into crystals or, you know, color coordinating when it comes to like your energy and, you know, the colors that you wear, that is also significant too, right? So take what resonates with that. Okay, so when it comes to asteroids, okay, we have this card here with Sagittarius influence. So this is about Sagittarius. Okay, this is catalyst, transformation, small events with big effects. Okay, this could be your energy with when it comes to like your vision, right? So when it comes to Pluto and Scorpio, okay, that could be confirmation for some of you, like a generational thing, right? Again, 5th and then also 11th house, right? So there's something about death, rebirth, transformations, and renewal. So there's something about as a collective, you know, we all could be going through death, rebirths, you know, transformation, renewals, you know, different rebirths when it comes to newer beginnings, things like that. Some of you guys are used to going through these cycles. So take what resonates with that. Okay, we have Pluto and also the moon with Scorpio and Cancer. This is also transformations as well. Okay, enchantment, mastery of natural forces. So some of you guys may have a natural rhythm when it comes to the forces that are around you. Okay, like I said, this is about spiritual health and physical as well. Maybe you guys are balanced in that sense. Let me see if I can get another card or two. Okay, this one says it's Mercury and Virgo. So there's something about solutions, okay, when it comes to being optimistic, okay, especially when it comes to like healing, right? And also cures, right? So being optimistic in the solutions when it comes to you being able to heal, okay, or when it comes to like your cures, that could be very significant too. Like you could be curing people without realizing it, right? That we also have here Diana. Okay, so for some of you guys, moon. Okay, so moon, Cancer, and Sagittarius could be very significant. Even if your moon sign is not in Cancer or Sagittarius, there's something about the moon that is very significant when it comes to these two placements, whether this is your sun, moon, Venus, or rising. But there is something about independence, wild nature, and even in my other deck that I use with the I think the Sacred Medicine Oracle deck, there was a card that said shawl and the word said wild with the number 10. So even that too, it's like your wild nature and your feminine instincts are very significant. That could also bother people, you guys. Like, I always say this to you, but it's true. Like, you being able to follow your own path, I don't know why this bothers people, but it does. Like, it's crazy how the world can work. Okay, sometimes people really don't care, right? But you can tell when someone's really bothered about you following your path and speaking your truth. Like, you can really tell. And I don't mean bothered like bothered in a sense where they don't agree with what you're saying, but they hear you. I mean bothered to the point where they'll find every little thing that you do to be like a issue, and you're just like, ugh, golly, you know, give it a break, you know? So that could be how some of you may feel, okay? But when it comes to career, we have writer. Some of you guys are really good writers, okay? This is your strength, and you could also help people cleanse with what you write too. So take what resonates with that. But writing, being a writer or writing could be very significant. Some of you guys could be wanting to become authors of your own books, okay? Authors in general, okay? Even if you wanted to like create your own website and start something new, that could be very significant. We have administrator as well. Okay, so some of you guys could be administrators. We have philosopher as well. So some of you may be into that too. Okay. Ooh, okay. You just want to fly out like that? Ciao. Let me do this. Sorry about that, guys. All messed up. All right, so... Ooh, government official is significant. Some of you guys could be into that too when it comes to either working with a government official or becoming one. Okay, astrologer wanted to show up as well. Maybe some of you guys are into astrology. Okay, maybe finding work in astrology could be very significant, especially with philosopher too. And that maybe you guys could be teaching that, like, say you go back to school and you become a teacher, that could be significant. Or maybe this is you being self-taught, right? Self-taught meaning like you go online, you read books, you know, write notes, you know, you become a little bit of a nerd, right? Because you love learning, and that's okay, right? All my, you know, geek squad people, you know what I mean? Like, you like learning about the world, how it works, why it is the way it is, why the moon spins the way that it spins, why the sun comes out at a certain time, like, you know, things like that, right? You guys are into that. You guys are probably into constellations, you know, as well. So yeah, take what resonates. We have secret agent. So some of you guys could be a secret agent, or people may think that you're a secret agent because it's like you can do everything. Maybe you guys are, you know, able to be philosophers and administrators and, you know, things like that. So yeah, teacher. What did I say? Teacher and lecturer. Okay. Some of you guys are meant to teach, right? When it comes to astrology or being a teacher, or, you know, showing up as a teacher vibration. Okay, guys, but I'm going to end it here. Please take what resonates with you. And again, thank you guys for the love and the support. I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday and you enjoy your Thursday. Even if you're having a, you know, a weird day, you know, I hope eventually by the end of the day, eventually it gets better for you, because again, you know, not everything is forever. Certain things are temporary. Sometimes, okay, not everybody's in the same situation, unfortunately, but you know, when you change your mind frame or shift your mind frame, it kind of helps a little bit. Okay, so again, you have to have trust. You have to believe. I know I see some people out there, and that's another thing I was going to say too before I ended the video. Those who have a business in, you know, tarot readings and things like that, I respect everybody, you know what I mean? And I find it so tacky because, you know me, I'm going to call it out. I find it so tacky when people that don't resonate with something, right, basically saying they don't resonate, but they're being nasty about it. Like, they're like, oh, I don't resonate with this and blah, blah, blah. And it's almost like trying to deter other people who have faith to not have faith, basically. And it's almost like, this is not like, we're not talking about religion. Like, we're literally talking about day-to-day life. Like, we're talking about what people go through. And it is true. Not everything is going to last forever. For some people, people are going through a lot right now. And right now, the world needs some type of high vibrancy, some type of frequency, right? So it's almost like, if it doesn't resonate with you, then keep scrolling. Like, you know, the reason why I say this too is because I do that. Like, I'm not telling somebody something and I'm not here doing the same thing too. Like, hello, that would be crazy, right? So if I don't like something, I keep scrolling. Like, I'm not gonna go under someone's comment section and be like, I despise this and I hate this and all you guys are all the same, and just not being positive. I hate that. Like, if you don't want to be positive, cool. Don't be positive, but don't come around here with your negativity, okay? With your negative vibes. Okay? Stay over there, stay over yonder, okay? So some of you may be like this, or if not, some of you guys are learning to be like this, okay? But I don't have time for that. Like, I appreciate everybody who puts a lot of time and effort in what they do, and especially if you are a reader and you do readings and you get comments like that, just block them. Like, I know they have nothing better to do and they can make new accounts all they want, but just block them. Because in all honesty, it's like, you don't want to entertain low vibrational energy at this time, because you guys are energetically moving forward. And like I said, even if it's in real life too, block them out of your life too. Like, it is so easy to just ignore certain people, places, and things when it comes to things that people say that you're just like, that is so crazy. Like, it's one thing to speak truth and facts, and it's another thing to just pull magic out of your wahoo, okay, and pretend like you know what you're doing or knowing what you're saying, and you don't. I would rather somebody that is doing their business reading notes and going through their notes because that's what they wrote. I would rather somebody do that and be genuine and authentic than trying to pretend like they can remember everything off the top of their head. Like, no, nobody is like that. Everybody, it takes repetition, it takes time, right? And so I respect people that are honest and open like that do things from scratch, maybe a little bit old school maybe, but they do things from the beginning to the end. So if you're researching and doing things, you're not researching and taking shortcuts and skipping. You're doing the inner work by reading books, writing notes, kind of analyzing yourself too internally to see if it resonates or if it doesn't, or if you understand that, and then executing that with everybody. And that the reason why I say that too is because a lot of people work in a lot of high places when it comes to business and corporations, and they act like they know everything because of a piece of paper. And I'm going to be honest with you, sometimes people don't know everything. So even when it comes to listening to staff or listening to people and what they desire and what they want, because it's the people who are putting their energy and time into it, yeah, I think people should be more respectful about the collective, about people, how they feel, okay, when it comes to certain things that are wrong and we know it's wrong, but people want to act like it's not wrong, right? So again, when it comes to your energy, when it comes to what you want to do, you guys could be, in this frequency where you're kind of in the middle. Some of you may be in the middle where you want to go in your journey or life, and nobody knows right away. Sometimes you have to go through lessons to find out, and that's okay. But what we're not going to do is, just because someone is positive and just because someone wants to see the best in a situation, even if they know the situation is terrible, let them. Allow them to be positive. Allow them to think that way. You want to be negative Nancy? Be negative Nancy, but do that over there. You know what I mean? Like, then create your own group of negative people then and come together. Like, I don't get it. Like, we all know, we're not delusional. We all know what's going on around us. But the last thing we need right now, like the last cherry on top of the cake that we really, really need right now, is to be walking in and being like, well, I guess this is never going to happen. Like, ugh. Just like I always say, every day's not a good day. You have your ups, you have your downs, but that doesn't mean that you have to linger and stay in that energy. Maybe that's why I don't have a lot of friends too, because I can't. Just, like, I could be very enthusiastic about something, and the moment that I feel your energy is not as enthusiastic as me about what I'm building, I'm just gonna be like, you know what? Noted. I won't even bring this up again. I'm gonna leave you alone. But then let them be energetic to me, and I'm just like, whooping it up with them, okay? So anyway, that could be confirmation for some of you. You may resonate with that, okay? But yeah, be authentic, keep it real, okay? Be your authentic self, be true to you. Obviously have discernment, there's a time and a place for everything, but yeah, be you. Okay, be how the universe, how God, universe, spirit, be who you are, meant to be. Be who, you're supposed to be, okay? And you don't wear a mask, and, you don't have to pretend to be something you're not. Maybe other people like to do that, but not you guys. All right, so anyway, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you guys. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. All right, guys. Bye.